here's a little tip. Never announce what your plans are for the property in front of the real estate agent or in front of anybody else who's looking at the property,
Ah,
because it's going to push up the price. If you can,
keep it
arrange
to
an
yourself.
inspection on a different time after your open house inspection. So arrange an inspection just with the real estate agent or the owner where there's
Mm,
nobody else with prying eyes.
yeah.
At that time, I take with me a laser measure. Why?
Ah,
Because it means I can go click, 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 click,
click,
click, click,
click, click,
click,
and it's really
and
quick.
I don't write anything. What do I mean by that? I have my mobile phone in one hand,
Mm,
I have my laser measure in the other.
yeah.
I measure,
Click,
take a photo of the
photo.
screen, measure, take a photo of the screen. So I've got in sequence. So I work
Mm.
in either a clockwise or an anti-clockwise system.
Yep,
I
that
go
was
in
my next
sequence because
question.
you just go
Start at the
right,
front of the house.
next,
Yes.
keep walking through. If you can
Yeah.
turn right, turn right. If you can't, keep going. If
Yeah.
you can turn right, then go click, 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 keep going. If you can turn right, and you just use, it's called the right hand algorithm. If you've ever
Mm.
been in one of those big labyrinths,
Yes. Yes.
so
Yes.
in Oberon, there's a garden called Mayfield Gardens, and they've got one of the most
Oh.
incredible labyrinths. It is 3 meters tall, and it has only 3 ways of getting in and out, but you
Oh,
spend
lovely.
hours there. It is, I've been there a few times. It is the most fun. And then there's a watchtower
That
directly
you
in the
can
middle of the
see.
labyrinth. So
Ah.
so once you get through the maze to the middle, you climb
Yes.
up and you ring the bell to say you've made it. You take photos all around, and then you go back down, and then you try to find your way out to the back as well.
Yeah.
It's so much fun.
Yeah.
But it's the same trick in a
For a
labyrinth.
house.
If you're ever going to a place where you're not sure, you
Mm.
either choose your left hand algorithm or your right hand algorithm. You walk through, and anytime you can turn right, you do until you get
Yeah.
stuck to the end. And you go, right, I couldn't get out that way. So you retrace your steps and use your left hand algorithm to go around the other way until you're out again.
Okay. Right.
And that's it. That's
Mm-hmm.
all there is.
Mm-hmm.
Because then all you're doing in the private inspection, your
Mm.
mobile phone is taking a photo of the carpet, the
Yeah.
walls, anything that you find a little bit, man, that's going to need changing.
Yeah.
So anytime you come up with that type of stuff, you're using your mobile phone.
Mm.
And before you walk in, you take a
What a great
photo of the
tip.
letterbox to show you the number. So you're at number 36, you take a photo
Mm.
of 36, you do your walk through every room, you're taking a photo of your laser measure. You're
Mm.
out of there in 5 minutes to 15 minutes at the
Yeah.
most.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, once you've got those numbers and you intuitively know you're going to use five tradespeople, five
Yeah.
people with a license.
Yeah.
Might be a carpenter, especially if you've got kitchen stuff to pull out,
Yes.
a plumber, an
Mm-hmm.
electrician,
Mm-hmm.
a flooring person,
Yeah.
and somebody who either works at heights or does the external paint work.
Ah, yes. Yes.
And they're going to ask you the same question: the number of meters, the number of windows, how big the windows are. All that kind of stuff can be worked later on when you're at home when somebody
Uh-huh.
doesn't have prying eyes on you. Now, that's a really good hint
That's a
and tip,
great tip,
because
Amir.
while you're doing that, you're punching it into your Excel file, because the cost of paint doesn't change much. The cost
No.
of carpet doesn't change much. And most of the numbers that you're going to work out are going to be per square meter. And
Mm.
guess what? Your rough number already gave you the external of the
Mm.
house.
Mm.
So you already know that
Yeah.
the height from the eaves to the bottom of the house is the only thing you haven't measured before. So when you're there with your laser, you're measuring the height of the
Height as
ceilings
well.
rather than doing the reach up. You're measuring the
Yeah.
real height.
Yeah.
All the other numbers you already had from your first thing.
Yeah. Amir, quick
So guess what?
question.
Now your numbers come through your Excel sheet. Excel
Yes.
does all the work for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. When you're, so for example, if you're looking at a bedroom, is there a standard size bedroom that you prefer that makes good sense? Is it 3 meters by 3 meters? Is it 3 meters by 4 meters? Are there sets of numbers around, say, bedrooms, bathrooms, etc., that cause you to go, it's a bit tight, or that's not quite going
Yeah.
to work? Is that something that you take into consideration as well?
Yeah, always. So the in different states and
Yes.
territories around Australia, there's a legal minimum size of a bedroom,
Mm-hmm.
and in New South Wales, there's a legal maximum. So if
Oh,
your room is bigger than the maximum, it's not allowed to be called a bedroom.
A bedroom.
Yeah.
I
So I mean,
see.
you just have it'll become your lounge room or your second lounge room,
Mm.
which means when the bank comes through to do your valuation, you think you're comparing a three-bedroom house to other three-bedroom houses. The valuer comes
Uh-huh.
in and goes, you know what, this room's too big. That's going to be your formal living room, and then you've got another lounge room. So you're actually a
Um,
two-bedroom house. So they'll do the bank valuation comparing your two-bedroom houses to other two-bedroom houses. So
right. So you
yeah,
really need to
there's a
take
little difference between
you
yeah.
really need to be thinking about that and thinking if your value is there, no, actually, this is going to be a master ensuite walk-in robe and not a living room. Those sorts of things you have to sort of have nutted out.
Yeah, just your imagination,
Yes.
because
Okay.
that's going so far down the track anyway.
Yeah.
That's when
Yes.
after you bought it, really. So
Yeah.
your first one is going to be the rough walk around. Your second one's going to be the walk around that gives you more of a definition of
Yeah.
how council likes things.
Yes.
And within that council thing, you're also going to think about what state it's in or what territory it's in,
Mm.
because buying
Because they have
in a diverse
minimums.
area in New South Wales or in Victoria or in Western Australia can be a great benefit as well. So as
Mm.
long as when you're asking the council questions, in your mind is also the how big, how small, what's the minimum, what's the
Yeah.
maximum.
Yeah.
That's just part of that section 2.
Yes. Yeah.
But the section 3, when you're looking at things, you're really at the stage where you're not getting an estimate from the licensed professional. You're just using Excel to
Mm.
multiply
Yes.
size in square meters by the estimated time it takes to do
Yeah.
a floor or a
Yes.
wall. So
Yeah.
you're including the
Or the
material
amount
cost, the
of
labor cost,
carpet you need.